Does Boogie2988 have cancer? No. What's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Back-to-back video, which is not something I normally do, obviously. But last night I was watching stream and I saw the news on Twitter and also on stream Boogie's entire diagnosis. And I know if you're watching this video, this is probably like the 9th video you've probably seen just this morning about Boogie2988. But I just wanted to throw my few cents in there because I have to say I'm kind of just really pissed off, if I can be perfectly honest. My man is faking cancer for sympathy and clout, which is one of the most disgusting things I think you can do present day and age, you know, aside from like actual war atrocities or like exploiting children or something like that. Mind you, this is coming, what, maybe 2 weeks after he was caught with his crypto scam where he scammed his audience for $10,000 basically. He scammed his entire audience and then was looking for sympathy because he needed it for medical bills, right? He needed it for his mortgage. Okay. At that point, I was like, I understand the desperation of like, I need to get my mortgage paid. I need to pay my medical bills, yada, 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 whatever. I understand. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The one thing you don't do is fake a severe medical condition. That is just disgusting, my guy. For those of you who don't know Boogie2988, which I'm sure you do, he was around for like the dawn of YouTube. He was Francis. He was like the funny fat guy that you would watch on the internet. I mean, he was like internet famous back in the day. He really was, because he created content that was different from what other people were doing, and people enjoyed watching him, making fun of him, and he enjoyed it, and he got paid for it. What more can you ask for? But then as time goes on, you know, if you don't evolve with your content or your audience, you're just going to get left in the dust and either find a job or improve the content. Those are kind of your two options. But my man found a sneaky third route where he basically just exploits his audience and begs them for money in a desperate attempt to hold on to his internet fame that he had years prior. And he does this in a multitude of ways. He scams his audience. He plays victim for sympathy and money. He pimps out himself and his child bride that he has to any sponsor or podcast or whoever will throw a few bucks his way, you know? So I'm going to show a little bit of the interview right now just to give you guys some more background on the interview itself.
Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
can you
why
explain?
why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood, Destiny.
Correct. But you said that you'd received the diagnosis, but now you just told me you got a bone marrow biopsy.
It's a diagnosis, and now we're confirming. It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
so I think
we are confirming it with the biopsy because I'm wanting to do that, because I'm praying to God I don't have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the 1 in a million chance that they're wrong, and there's another reason that I have the hormone imbalances in my blood.
I'm not going to show a lot of it because the entire interview is just on YouTube. There's tons of re-uploads of it. It's on Keem's channel. But the main thing I want you to see is Boogie's reaction to all of this. He is both defeated and floundering, looking for an answer.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? That nothing has been.
They're treating it, dipshit. Because they've been treating it for 2 fucking years.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications. They're trying to get my weight down. I'm seeing the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood tests every fucking month. We're doing it.
So they don't know if you have cancer
know?
or not. So can I understand
They're
this?
gonna hold my fucking hand.
Can
I mean, I can explain. So I can explain everything, right? So Boogie has a condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation.
Polycythemia vera.
I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused an increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't, not for this particular cancer, it won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer. And the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. Wait, 2 years after.
May I rebuke?
Let me finish real quick.
He's not done. He's not done.
Yeah. 2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
Is this house MD? Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
He's just lying, dude. He's just lying. And like, I know he's lied about stuff in the past and looked for sympathy for stuff in the past and tried to play victim to get money in the past, but this is like a whole nother level of insanity, dude. So one of 2 things happened. The doctor told him he had polycythemia, and he took it as, I have polycythemia vera, which is more than likely incorrect at this point with the information that we have. And he ran to YouTube, ran to Twitter, and told everybody that he had cancer, which he didn't. It was not proven at the time. To our knowledge, because he won't release his medical record about it. And then once donations started coming in, he started getting all this sympathy, and then he found out that he had misunderstood. He had to keep playing into the lies so he didn't look like a scam artist, right? That's the first option that happened. The second option that could have happened, and Mudahar said this too, is that he's just been lying from the beginning. He backed himself into a corner financially, and he didn't see any other way out than to get sympathy donations and again, just double down on playing victim for every mistake he's made in his life. I don't know anybody who hasn't known somebody or themselves been affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form. And so just the idea that anybody could want to fake it for either clout or money or sympathy is just incredibly disgusting. I know I keep saying it, but it can't be understated how ridiculous this is, dude. And while I understand Boogie is saying that he wants to retain his medical records for his privacy, my brother in Christ, you have been naked on stream. What privacy do you really have left? And to add to that also, he was offered somewhere in the realm of like $70,000 to prove that he had this diagnosis, with just even a letter from his doctor would have done. But instead he sat back in his chair and he was like, nah, actually, I just have it and you have to trust me. Well, I'm not really a fan of Keemstar or Lolcowlive in general. I think this tweet is pertinent to all the drama going on. It's Keem saying, to the best of my knowledge, based on everything I know, Boogie went on steroids that could cause cancer in the blood years ago and was warned of the dangers. 2 years ago, after he lost all his money in crypto, he went to the doctor and had high red blood cells indicating he may have cancer blood, which also, cancer blood, that's... What a weird way to put that. Before he got any confirmation, he rushed to make a YouTube video announcing he had cancer. 2 years later, he still doesn't have confirmation he has cancer, but he'd been telling everyone he does and used it for sympathy multiple times. Whether it was promoting his crypto scam or asking people to financially support him, lying about the cancer could be considered fraud. He is scheduled to get a confirmation test to see if he 100% has cancer soon. So ironically, even though he's lied, he may still have cancer. Whole thing is sad as hell. So if he does have it, one, I'd formally apologize for making this video. I don't have money to offer you, Boogie. Sorry, but I would definitely apologize for making the video calling you disgusting. But also, why are you telling people you have something without confirmation that you have something? Also, this confirms that Boogie 100% does not know if he has cancer or not, regardless of him telling people for 2 years now that he's had this cancer, right? And after being offered nearly $70,000, which could help with your mortgage that you're falling behind on, your medical bills that you claim you have, you didn't take it. Why? Because you don't have confirmation. You don't know. You're using it for views, you're using it for sympathy, you're using it for money, all right? Plain and simple. He also deleted his Twitter, just because why not? I mean, at the end of the day, when you're accused of something like this, the only thing you can do, I guess, is run and hide, you know? I mean, the other thing you could do is like come clean and tell the truth about the whole situation, but you wouldn't want to do that now, would you? Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to say. I just needed to rant about this a little bit, so I appreciate you guys listening in. As someone who's been affected by it in the past, it's just, man, it's just wrong. It's just wrong at the end of the day. That's all I can say. It's just gross and wrong, and I really just, please just stay off the internet, Boogie. Really, we just don't want to see you anymore, bro. Like, go live in your house with your child bride, and just get off the internet, man. All right. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye. The second option that could have happened, and Mudahar said this too, is that he's just been lying from the beginning. Ooh, sorry. He's just been lying from the beginning.